Hi Stephen, just trying to set up the other one. Right, that's the other one. Right, I'm now live. Excuse me. I'm not feeling too good today. Ache, and more aches. Other than that, I'm fine. How's you today? I'm doing fine. It's sort of. Just a bit pissed off with this lot from Lothian Health Board. So, other than that, not too bad. It's a nice day here at the moment. No snow. We've had snow off and on, only patches, but snowing for what was it? Probably Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. I don't think we had any yesterday. Hot toddy, I'm okay. Yeah. Hot toddy with rum instead of whiskey. Ooh, cold as well. Where is everyone? It's like this the other day. It took ages and ages for anyone to come on, and then a load come on and this, that and the other. Then they left. I'm still only getting 5 likes, which I think is quite funny. Hi Angels, I got your email, mate. Thanks very much. It'll be Bacardi. That's the only rum I've got in this house. I don't buy dark rum anymore. The navy top was fine, but really, normal rum in a bottle doesn't do me. But Bacardi I like. Yeah, that tree looks absolutely brilliant. Yeah, Angels. I should have brought a picture up on it. I'll just wait until it gets here. I've finished building, or finished printing and painting most of it anyway, of the Harry Potter station, which I should be showing people, or all of you, in a little while once people come on. If they don't come on, I'm not going to show anyone. I'm going to keep it secret. And if no one else comes on, this will be the last stream I do. I'm not streaming for 2 people. Yeah, is it posted, Angels? You said you were going to post it today, so I'll ask in hastiness, so I can tell the postman to be careful with my packages. I wish things would get back to normal. We never seem to get the same postman now, and we had a woman, and she used to come about 11 o'clock, between say 11 and 11:15, but you knew every day you'd see her, because if you looked out the window somewhere around 11, 11:15, you see the van. But now they can come anywhere between sort of 10 o'clock and 5 o'clock, and it's doing a heading. Hi Kieran, good afternoon, mate. We've got 3 people. That's not bad. 3 people and 3 likes. Oh, sorry, 4 likes. How many have we got on? That's a good point. 7 on. Still not bad. Got to try get to post office today. If not, I'll be first thing. Yeah, that's okay, mate. As I say, I'm not building Start again. I'm not building the layout at the moment, so it'll be kept in the box. Come out of the box, have a look at, and put back in the box and shelved for a little while. I've still got things I want to print, so until I've printed everything, the layout's not getting done. But I want to try and get something done on the back wall. I could sort of like get down. I've got to. In fact, no. I've got to build the viaducts. I've got to do that. Oh, in fact, let's get this bloody message off. Hey, hello, I'm here. Right. As I said, this bloody thing's all moved over the other side because I've got a message and I'm not interested in the message. I'm not altering it. Well, anyone else come on there? Did I see someone else come on? No. It's slow, really slow today. Is anyone else, what day is it today? Tuesday. Is anyone else streaming? Right, I'm going to show you. I can always show it everyone later. Right, behind me, which I'm just going to go to. No, I didn't think anyone was. Go to the other camera. Tink. Right, now that's my arm. Get the roving cam, and I've got to watch it. Right, there's the 3 little burdens on the right hand side, and it's now the actual platform that comes with it, but I altered it in Cura to make it in the slicing program, so it was at least the right height, and I gave it a bit more width. Right, that piece there, the very last bit before the grey bit of wall, is the bit that's missing from the Hornby station, and the ladder that go, well, sorry, the steps that go across from platform to platform actually stop. You'd have to put them outside that next building to it, but I've got all this platform now to mess around with up to there. Now that wall, there is a wall in the actual platform, but that wall is the wrong, it was the wrong sized. When I first started, I started doing the bit that's got the opening in it, and it's supposed to be 00 gauge and it isn't. So that's the, hang on a minute, I've got to speak to Shirley. Yes, Shirley.
I just realised you're streaming, sorry, I was going to ask
Quick.
if you wanted to tune a sandwich.
No, no thanks. God, someone asked me if I wanted something to eat. Anyway, right, that wall, underneath this, oh God, underneath the big bit there with the opening, it's got supports, and that's the supports, but they're the wrong size for that. So I cut them off, and the gold bits on it is where I've actually cut off plastic, which I'm filling in to then, I'll paint, once I've done that, I'll paint the wall, which there is a wall in the actual station. So it's actually worked out quite well. I'm quite chuffed with that. So anyway, back to there, back to me. Right, what's anyone been saying? Right, not aware of anyone. Right, I'll be arguing with my that later on. If not, yeah. As I said, I think it's a bit dark, but now Shirley's actually asked me if I wanted something to eat. Which one day I'm streaming and she asked me something. But there you go. Hi, Steve Childers. It's nice to see you. Good morning to you, isn't it? I think still, possibly. I don't know. Yeah, I still think it's a bit dark, but I'm not going to touch it up anymore. If I do, I'll probably make it worse. And I'm actually quite happy with it. It's the first thing I've ever painted for a layout ever. And it's the first thing that's not just all brown, the same colour brown, or all grey, or this, that and the other. I've actually got shades in it. Yeah, so I'm chuffed to bits with it. I'm going to buy another printer. So I'm going to start vlogging Hogsmeade Station. God, I'll tell you, it would be some price if I did vlog it. And it would be done without money. Sorry, not without money. Without painting it. Sold grey, or whatever colour people want it in. I could do. That's a say that. What colour do you want it? But I haven't got a clue how much it costs to actually build it. I could work that out because I've now found out how to do it. But I think I'd have to sort of. You're talking to me somewhere between 50 and 100 quid for it, as far as I'm concerned. Because the actual time taken to do it is amazing. It's ages, and that's with 2 printers. One printer, you're talking, you wouldn't have a life for a week. And I don't even know if you do it in a week, because some of the bits are like 12, 13 hours. You alright, Shirley? Hang on a minute. Shirley, you alright? So why didn't you answer? Fucking said it. Bloody deaf women. Yeah, she knocked a bottle over. I thought she'd fallen. Sorry about that. Anyway, I'm back. Hello, Colin. Good afternoon, mate. Yeah, I'll have another showing of the house later, but I'll take orders now. And we'll call it, well, between 50 and 100. We'll call it 150. We'd add the 2. Got to make a bit of money. This is a non-profit making website, streaming channel. That was a streaming channel, and I've actually made it back up to 150 subs. Wow! By Wednesday, no, what day is today? It's Tuesday. By Thursday, I bet you it's back down to 148 or 149. Guarantee it. So anyway, cup of coffee time. My clock there. Thanks to Pete, I've had to move my clock because he was getting a bit annoyed about the ticking. Now I've got to try and remember where I put it so I can still see it. Oh. My subs have been going down. Yeah. The thing that's really pissing me off more than anything, as I say, I'm not so worried about the subs. It's the amount of thumbs up. I've got the last 3. They all went back down to 5, and then the Tuesday one from last week's gone back up to 17. But the other 2 are still sort of down, and odd person's come back on, and or someone's come on and up them to about 7, I think 7 or 8, and that's the one that tells me whether I'm going to carry on or not. That's because I haven't uploaded anything in a while. Yeah, but there you go. Everyone's got the same problem, Stephen. It's a YouTube thing that who's his name? Tim tried to explain it, but I don't completely go with what he said. He might be right, but I don't think. It's just a stupid way they're doing it. Now. But hello, Nick. Good afternoon to you, sir. I think. Yeah, I just don't get it. I mean, it's hitting more the smaller people than the bigger people. I mean, someone with say 5,000 views, or say 60 or 70 views, losing say 10, 15 views is nothing. I lose 10, 15 views, and that's most of them. So it's just a pain in the butt. It's like nobody likes me anymore. Yeah, it's YouTube. That's why I'd love to find another place to do the same sort of thing that isn't YouTube, that I could sort of wean people over to, because YouTube's doing my head in. Well, not just mine, I think a lot of people's. Now I use, as I say, Steve, it's not that I pay attention to them, to, oh, you've got to go up this, that and the other. It's more that, is it worth me carrying on? If only 2 people are going to come on, I'm not going to sit here for an hour blurting out crap to 2 people. I could do that talking to someone on the phone. Or Discord, or whatever it's called, or some other place. I'm just wondering what, you know that you've got 3 different things. You can go private on YouTube, public, which is what I am at the moment, or there's the other one it's not public, but it's not private completely. It's showing, and I could say send a link to say Stephen or Kieran or someone, and they could come on, and only that you don't get notice of it. I'd have to let you know. I think I haven't worked that one out whether subscribers will get. If subscribers only got a notification, that would be fine. I wonder if there's a way of doing that. Well, I talk to myself a lot of the time because now I'm in this room. I'm in here. Say what's the day? I'm usually up from 4 or 5 in the morning till. Usually get out of here about 9. So that's what 9 and 7. I'm usually in here about 14 to 16 hours. I think in this room. I usually go out of here to eat. That's about it. And I might watch the odd thing that Shirley's got on telly or something. And that's about it. The rest of the time I'm in here, and I'm getting Circle of Doom, and I hope you lot aren't, or if you are, it's staying there because everything's working as far as I can see. I think I'm still moving. I don't know. Can someone say something? I don't know if we're still on, and I don't want to shut it down unless I have to. Hello. It doesn't say it's off. Which one's that? I need to go to the other one. No, it's still going there. Ah, it's moved. Something actually happened there, and everything's gone shooting past me about 30 odd. Well, no, it can't be that many. But hi Tim, it's called. Yeah, that's the word. Hi Tim, mate. And you need to personally say. Yeah, I thought you might. It's a shame because that would be the way to sort of, in a way, sort of, then know your audience. I like your little train, your outside broadcast, Tim. I was watching them the other day. Sunday, was it Sunday? Monday. It's supposed to be running at the East Lancashire Railway until the end of 2021. Oh, great! To see if I can find a webcam for them then. Boy, ticket hasn't expired yet. It's just a mainline ticket. Yeah, which isn't important anyway, is it? Keep it on the heritages is. Yeah, but mine actually obviously froze because everything caught up. We got, as I said, about 30 messages all came up. Tim wasn't on when it started, and then Tim was, I'm afraid. Right, what else we got? Yeah, I hope you lot most of you lot enjoyed your pints yesterday if you got out for one. We're not allowed. Still, we've got another fortnight, is it? I don't know, what date is it today? 13th, so we've got 13 days. 12 or 13 days before we can go for a pint. But I can't go because I haven't had a jag yet. But I phoned, Shirley got a phone call this morning about her second jag. And I says, well, I'm not happy about this. It says, I haven't even had my first yet, and I'm 73 now because I had a birthday last week. Happy birthday to me, thank you. And she says, oh, ring the the normal number again. So I rang up again, and I really gave her SHIT, and she went away to speak to her supervisor or whatever, and they're going to try and get hold of Lothian Health Board and try and hurry it up. and I'm to re-phone them again on Friday if I haven't heard anything. Well, so we'll see. Alright, what have we got? I used to put it last rail tour on the 7th of March last year. YouTube has started that may be an issue with likes and dislikes and trying to fix it. Yeah, I think it's something that's cocked up their end, and they don't mean to have done it, because it really is ridiculous. So nothing is wrong. What a load of crap. It's like the government, isn't it? You know, everything's fine. In fact, I'm not going to say your government. I'm going to say the Scottish government, who have everything's fine. All the inoculations or vaccinations, should I say, we're up to date. We're ahead of this, that, and the other. Wrong, because I haven't had mine, and I'm like 3 back now. They're a lying load of toe rags. Right, happy 70. I'm not 75, Tim. I'm only 73. Well, feels like I'm 75. In fact, I feel like I'm 95. I really ate today. Carol, Shirley had hers a couple of weeks ago now, or probably about a month now, and she got a sore arm for a couple of days, and that was it. Carol had a sore arm for a couple of days and just had about another 3 days where she wasn't feeling too good, but she's okay. Yes, sturgeon bullshit. Yeah. It's a shame that, you know, that they will get back in, because they're ruining Scotland. They've done, everything's gone to pot since they've been in. One of the best education systems in Britain and that, and the world. Now it really is. I had the AstraZeneca. I don't care which one I'll get. I just want one. It's Pfizer. This is Pfizer, isn't it? Pfizer. Ah, right. Yeah, but see, Steve, you only need a couple of people to say, "Oh, this is this, that, and the other," and it gets caught on. They forget about the millions that have had it, and it's been okay. You always get something where a couple of, or some people will get affected by them. That's not the right word, but something like that, and you can't help it. As I see, we've got a new one out today as well. Yeah, I saw that in the paper, that about Johnson & Johnson's one, Steve. I read that this morning, actually. Yeah, 1 in 1 million, which is, you know, pretty good odds. But now my luck, if I backed a horse that was 1,000,000 to 1, I would never win. But now my luck with the Jag, I'll be the one. It'll be the one that comes up. Oh dear. But this thing about the blood clotting is possibly in all of them, because of the nature of trying to kill the actual virus. So it could be anything in these things. I was surprised the AZ one doesn't come with "Don't Drive" warning after. Sure. Why? What happened there? What's that one about then? Oh God, I forgot your name. Nick. Jesus, I read it out earlier on. I don't know that one. Someone had an accident after having a Jag or something after having one. How's the magpies? The magpies? Well, the nest must be finished. On the outside, the actual bulk of the nest, I think they're not building anyway, but I think they're bringing in sort of like cotton woolly sort of stuff to make it all nice and cozy, but they're not active like they were on the outside. They're here, there and everywhere sort of thing, you know, but it's really deep. When they're in it you can't see them, or when one's in it you can't see them, unless they're head down and tails out, because that's the only way I see them. But the tree now is getting to get leaves and things on it, so, but I've got a feeling I'll still be able to see the nest. There seems to be all these leaves and buds and this, that and the other all round it, but not actually looking at the nest, so I'll be able to keep an eye on them hopefully all the way through. Hello Hardcore, good afternoon to you, sir. It was yours I read, sorry, I just saw the thing. Right, I got AZ. I was asked to sit down for 50 minutes prior to driving, so check for reactions. I get that, or I get asked the same thing with my flu jag as well. I had a proper fever, shivers and delirium associated along with stomach cramps and migraine style headaches for 2 days straight. Yeah, but I don't know, without having one and hearing what they're actually saying to us, I haven't got a clue. But I would have thought there would have been some sort of warning, you know, if you feel such and such, don't drive. I mean, because not everyone does, so they can't really very well say, oh, don't drive to everyone. So it should be, let's put something back to the people. Make it your choice. But I mean, if I didn't feel well, I wouldn't want to drive anyway. So there you go. Hi Flymo, yo, good afternoon mate. Here we're getting at 8:14 and 8. Come on lads, get me over 10, so if they drop it, it's only half gone. How are we doing? I'll tell you, Pete's missing anyway, isn't he? And I see Tim JD put a video up today that's still not been around on sites, on channels, so I don't know what's happening with him. Yeah, he must be not feeling too good or something, or he's fed up with us all. I got the leaflet with the side effects on after I was given the jab. Yeah, I didn't know about that though. But I mean, you don't get anything with the flu one either. They just ask you, you know, if you don't feel, you know, if you feel all right, just sit down. And I think it's more that you feel giddy, I think, or dizzy. I feel dizzy, my head is spinning. That's the word. There's the ice cream van, by the way. Well, if I get the noise. No, because I can't open the window. He's not blowing it. His horns. Did you hear it, Kieran? I can hear birds singing. What's this? I know the feeling with headaches. I had one. It was when the other lot were upstairs, and because they were making noise all over the house, you couldn't get out of being underneath the banging. But now, alright, I can now move away from the banging of the two kids they've got. And believe it or not, Mr. fucking horrible neighbour that's left, was parked outside yesterday. And some woman, who I don't know who she is, actually came in the block, but he didn't. He sat in the car. But at least they're not moving back. Or I hope they're not moving back. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, it's I don't understand why they're doing it. Why they can't just leave things alone. I mean, remove bad things, but don't remove things that are constant. If you see it, is that the right word? I don't know. Right, see, we've got more people. I shall now go to the other camera and show you what I've been doing in the last 3 or 4 days or whatever. Right. Action. Right. Here we have Hogsmeade. Now, I'm trying to do this. We'll get the right way. It's always back to front. Right. Go from that end. That end was fine on the actual Hornby one. Now, everything was fine to where I am now. It's what's on the left hand side of the screen that Hornby hasn't got, which is that one building there, that wall, which I've made myself, and which I'm actually doing, and there's another building would be there. Now, the footbridge across to the other channel will have to go there, which isn't in the right place, but at least it's in a better place than where they had it, which would be outside that first window. But there you go. I'm chuffed a bit with that. I've still got a little bit more painting to do. I missed that one chimney because that was a swine to get fitted. I tell you, it goes right round the corner. But chuffed isn't the word. Well, it is the word. So there you go. What we got now? 99, please. Yeah. Yeah, they were back. Luckily, they never came in. Well, no, I can hear birds. Yeah. As I said, my view from this window is absolutely amazing. If I could get nearer the window, I'd be able to see the three bridges, Edinburgh Zoo, possibly the pandas. What else will go over that way? Oil rigs on the river, the Forth, which are obviously coming up the way. Edinburgh Castle and the whole of Edinburgh. Murrayfield, the rugby stadium, and Hearts of Midlothian Football Club, which have now got promotion back to the Premier League. See, my laptop's way behind. It's still showing Hogsmeade. I don't know what you lot are getting. Oh dear. I've been on Swanage, the Isle of Wight one where Tim's been, the one where they've got the steam engines and the loads of gates they have to open and shut, which I can't remember where that one is. Where else have I been? North Yorkshire Moors Railway at Rossmont. And another one, hang on, 1, 2, 1. Oh, and South Devon at Buckfastleigh. And I thought I'd see more movement of trains, but the only one that's been moving more than anything is Swanage. But they've been moving trains, moving backwards and forwards for over a week now. And North Yorkshire Moors, they've done stuff, but it's always been down the far end of the station, so I actually haven't been there when they've done anything. Haven Street, is that it? Right. See, you for names and things, you're brilliant. I wish I had your memory. Probably did when I was younger, but I definitely haven't now. All right. Yeah, it's like I want to make what they call them, the walls that go around that hold like your upper layer and that, retaining walls, that's all it. But they take forever to do on a printer. So I think the best way is that way, which is what Tim did, isn't it? I've got the stuff, or Kara's got the stuff, so we know what to do, but it's just a matter of getting the moulds or making moulds. So I have to probably buy one or print one. Is it? Oh, I'll have to go for the Watercress line. Don't know what camera's there, so I did watch the Battle of Britain spam. I didn't see it leaving, but I saw. What did I see? I think I clicked on it and it had just moved out or something when I got to it. So I saw part of it, I think. Spam can. Is that Squad 92 squadron they've got? Can't remember what their actual one is. I'll be right back. I'm looking at something over the other side here. Just cut a bit of hair off. Annoying me. Yeah, I was lucky because I did that and I thought, oh, that wall there, that would do if I could get that out. So, chompers, cut it all to bits, and cut it off, and luckily I've got 90% or 99% of it, so it's only a matter of filling in a bit I had to cut off the edges, otherwise they would have been perfect without doing anything, just gluing them together. Right, the same span can that. Yeah, I know that bit, but I was wondering if it was, which one's is 92 Squadron, is that the really brighter sort of very light green or one? I know that's what North Yorkshire Moors Railway had at about 2-3 years ago's gala, and they had to fix it before they could use it. You know, the leak on the boiler. I've got a few of them. Right, what's that? No, that's the print. I can't. I'd have to print a wall and then make a mould out the print. Neen there. Right, that's the one that, as I said, they borrowed that for their gala and they had to send matey in and weld it. Took half of the firebox out or something. That's right, they had a Gronk on the right hand side track, didn't they? I'm not going there. Not now anyway, not while this is on. How are we doing for time? Oh, we've still got nearly half hour yet. It'll be there, or I'll see something later on. Yeah, it's not a bad day. It's a little bit hazy right in the sort of horizon, but other than that, it's not a bad day here. Sun's not out, but it's really, really clear. Not hardly any clouds. Well, having said that, if I look to the left, there's a load. If I look up there's a. Well, in fact, I've got a big one above that's got a bit of black in it. That's not good news. We might get rain shortly, or even snow. Oh God. Yeah, it was up against the shed or whatever it is on the right hand side, where that one carriage is or something, and it's been there all day, all morning. In fact, it was there last night, if I remember correctly. That's what was it? No, Tim bought, if I remember correctly, Tim bought one, made a mould out of it, and then made 13 or 14 of it from it. But I think he made a rubber mould or whatever it was, I don't know. Not that clear on that. But he definitely made a mould and then made 13 or 14 of them. So that's, I remember asking him what the stuff was that he actually used. It's starting out cold over to your west. Then the sun warmed things a bit and the clouds starting rolling again. No snow yet. Yeah. What's the temp? I've got 7 degrees. What you got over that side, Flymo? or wherever you are. I can never remember where you are, whether you're Edinburgh or Perth. Someone's in Perth. I found out the other day. I can't remember where it is now. Right, was anyone been doing anything exciting this weekend? No one said this. They went to the pub yesterday. Skips. I did some purple ones. That shows how long ago it was. Yeah. Might be okay for this one thing. There's a skip there. Ooh, long way. One skip. Then I got a bigger one. Slightly bigger one. Where is it? Is that it? That's a slightly different one. Slightly bigger. It's only got one sloping end. But they don't fit in each other, which normal skips do, which is a bit of a pain. I'd love them to do that. So you could sort of pile like 3 up on each other. I suppose I could cut them in half sort of thing, and file them down so they would, or print slightly smaller ones. Well, ours aren't. I don't think anything of ours is open again yet. Yeah. Middle of Scotland, yeah. So I was right with Perth. I thought it was. For some reason, I always thought you lived over the other side of Edinburgh to me. Over at oh, what's that? I can't even see. This is terrible. I'm trying to think of there's a railway depot there. It's not far from Portobello. Just up from Portobello. But there you go. The stuff Timbersurf has produced, amazing. I haven't been on his site for ages. I use his. He's got a sort of a page where it lets you, he's got all of his addresses, and I use that quite often. Yeah, 26th, isn't it, Flymo? Daft. I can understand it being like a week out, but not bloody 2 to 3 weeks. It's ridiculous. There you go. Send me the STL files. Or what do you use, Nick? What 3D program? I really wish I could get used to using one, because that's the trouble with me. I can't design anything, or I'm sort of down to what I can find for nothing or buy. And if you buy it, to me, you're wasting half the thing. I have currently entered 3. That's exactly what I've got, Nick. I've got 2 of them. Dalmuir, my daughter lives over at Dalkeith. Oh yeah. Monkton Hall. Tinkercad. So I can get on with that. I found another one. Is it SketchUp or something? And I seem to be getting on better with that than I could with Tinkercad. I don't know why, but everyone says Tinkercad, but it's one of those things I can't get on with. I use is it Cura? It's either Cura or Cursor slicer. Virus, that's all I want. That you's just come up. No, it's gone. Good. I never that came with it, obviously, but I never actually threw that one in, because Stephen of Bear Lanes told me about the other one, Cura. That's it. Thank you, Stephen. And I actually get on quite well with that. I've figured out I have to do a few things that about 2 months ago, 3 months. In fact, how long have I had it? About 2 months. Yeah, I've had it about the first one about 2 months, and I wouldn't have been able to do half the stuff I can do now. If you ask Stephen about 2 months or even less than 2 months before I got the first one, I really was sort of, shall I get one or shall I not? And then Shirley says, what do you want for your birthday? And I said, oh, I don't know. Says, do you want a printer? Oh, go on then. So I got one, thought it was magic, started making stuff, and Carol says, well, what are we going to do about the engines and that you're getting from Hattons? And I says, well, it doesn't look very good, does it? Nah. I'll think of something else, even though I knew what I wanted, another printer, so she got me another printer instead. In the last 2 centuries, that would have been an insult to them. Tinkercad. Is it? Oh, there you go. Tinker your cad. Now, I keep saying I've got to get into these programs, but I never seem to have time now. I fell asleep in my chair yesterday at about 9:30 and woke up about 11. I woke up this morning with cramp in my leg and screaming. No looking back, Chris. Me and you are always looking back on the phone. Do you remember when we were such and such? Yeah, right. Arr, Jim lad. Us Navy lads. Only forward. I've got to look back. I probably haven't got a lot to look forward to. In time, anyway. Nah. Yes, a cad tinker is also an insult to some travelling folk. Source of the word journeyman too. Oh, there you go. I see. I don't know the words that's been cancelled or taken out, but I see Scrabble's taking out words that are allowed in the game of Scrabble. But I'm sorry, if I was playing Scrabble, it'd be my dictionary, not their dictionary. And that must be online as opposed to, or in a tournament. But it can't be obviously in your own house, because you use either your dictionary you've got, or you go online and use an Oxford dictionary or something, wouldn't you? So if I knew the words, it would help, because then I'd say, what do you think of them banning this word? It's daft. The whole world's going daft. All going mad. And that's without the jag. See, I'm calling it jag. I used to call it jab. That's Shirley's fault. Oh, needed that. Throat's drying. And still no Pete. Is he going to make it before we close up? Oh, only 8 likes today. My daughter came over at the weekend. Naughty of her, but she brought over 50s policy brochure. Dropping the lessons. Yeah, right. Well, when I was up until I come up here, it was always jab, but Shirley uses jag. To me, it's jab. I just have to convert her, I think. I was hoping to get a phone call this afternoon, but I don't think so. It's getting a bit late now. What's that, nearly 4:30, so they'll be thinking about going home. Won't bother about poor old me. But I mean, this woman says, if you don't hear anything, phone back on Friday. But I've phoned that place about 5-6 times now, and it's not them that give out the jags. It's a helpline, and it doesn't give a lot of help because you never get anywhere. The first time I phoned it, being on the telly, not Sturgeon, but the deputy, whatever his name is, he says phone this number, this, that and the other. So I phoned it, to be told it's nothing to do with us, and it was the helpline. There you go. No, I can't go to the pub when it opens at this rate. Not that I do go to the pub, but I'd like to have the option of being able to if I wanted to. It's just, they lie so much, the government, saying, oh, it's all going well and that. How can it be when the whole of Lothian, and this is from the people that I phoned this morning, they know that Lothian's all mucked up. So how can they, the government, stand up in front of people and say, oh, everything's fine. And they keep saying, oh, we're now going to start on the under 50s. Hang on a minute, what about the over 70s? There you go. But how come we're back to Jags again? I've just said Jags. Jabs. Ugh. Yeah. Yeah, correct. I've got Jag is a car. A very superior car. Very nice car. Must be a nice car. Morsel drove one. Right, let's think about it. I think I don't know what I'm going to show you tomorrow. I'll have to print something this afternoon, I think. Or, nah, don't not say that, because if I don't do it, you'll get on to me. Oh no, who else is not here? Anthony hasn't nipped on. Old Jags, yeah, the old Jags. I've actually been in an E-Type Jag, and absolutely lovely. But I couldn't afford the insurance, never mind the car. Oh, the E-Types were beautiful, really were. In fact, Stephen, I got a lift in an E-Type from a pilot at Lossiemouth. There's a hangar the other side of the airfield called the Nuffield Hangar, and it was a sports hangar. It had like five-a-side football, tennis, basketball, you name it. This hangar had all these different sports in there you could play. But this is going back to years in the 60s, late 60s, and it was raining, and this officer stopped and gave me a lift back from there back to the other side of the airfield. Chuffed the bits. And if I do remember correctly, it was white. Nah, I don't think so. I thought it was quite funny though that Boris said this morning somewhere that it's the lockdowns that have brought everything down. It's not the lockdowns that have brought everything down. If that's the case, how come we still had all these deaths and things during the first lockdown? Was he WAFU or RF? Now this is back before the RAF came, Stephen. This is when it was completely Navy. It would have been the odd RAF officer up there, but I'm pretty certain it was Navy anyway. This is when it was RNAS Lossiemouth, HMS Fulmer. And I worked on station flight, worked on like anything that came in. So it could be civil aircraft, it could be military aircraft. The only thing I never worked on, luckily, because I didn't like them at that time, was helicopters. But I was then straight out of training, so I didn't get onto a lot of stuff. But what I did work on, which was one of the dangers, was flying coffins. They were called, and I'm trying to think of the name. You might remember them, Stephen. it was German. Germany had them, and Canada I know had them, because the Canadian one crashed not, sort of at the time, and killed the pilot. Basically, it was a flying engine. It had the wings on them was like wafer thin, and how it got its lift in the first place, I haven't got a clue. I wonder what they were called. I might look that up if someone doesn't come up with it. Possibly Flymo. I mean, it could have been F-104s. No, not Starship. F-104s. What was the name of that, Nick? Because that number rings a bell, but so does 104s. Isn't that a Phantom as well? Starfighter. That's it. Starfighters. Lovely looking things, except for the wings, but as I said, that this engine fails, there's nothing. Haven't got a chance. They'll just drop. There's not enough wing there to sort of support a marble even. It's ridiculous. Right. Was it Lockheed? I haven't got a clue. I thought it was German, but there you go. But the Germans, as far as I know at the time, lost loads of them. Used to be dropping out the sky. Literally. Right. Basically a kerosene rocket. Yep. It was. It's very slender, and I must admit that. I mean, it was like a rocket if you think about it. Because, as I say, you take the wings off it, and it's just like, put it on its end, and it's a rocket. Well, admittedly, if you do that with any aircraft, it'd be much the same, wouldn't it? Just thought of that. No, it really was like a round, thin thing, like a pencil, with little wings on it. I think that's the best way of describing it. A pencil with very little wings. Right, I'm going to say goodbye because I want to go to the ladies' room. Oh, I love the Lightning. That's one of the aircrafts I used to work on station flight. The only thing I used to do with them, mind you, was refuel them, check the oil, and fit a new drag chute. That was it. Right, bye everyone. I enjoyed today. Thanks very much for coming. Everyone take care. And I don't know who's on tonight. Tim's not. Well, he's on possibly, but it'll be his thingy lot, won't it? I'm not 75, Nick. I'm only 73. Leave me alone. I'm aging enough as it is without putting extra ones on. Yeah. So, ta-da. See you tomorrow.